Hey gang, it's a beautiful Sunday here in October, and I'm back to you with another episode of Project 1080 HP. This episode is dedicated to Jet Dock Systems, who helped me build what I think is probably the coolest dock I've ever owned, which now gives us full working access on our 105 feet of waterfront. You can see behind me we have a big lift installed. This is a lift that we built a couple of years ago. It's an 8-post 4-motor lift. It's manufactured by Deco Lift in Florida. And I bought a used lift from somebody, so I was able to get it installed. But it is designed for a much, much bigger boat. It's designed for a big cruiser, really, 30,000 pounds. Of course, I'm only running about 11,000 pounds with the cigarette Top Gun. But the lift and the cigarette were a great addition to my home, but I found out that it was very difficult to use my waterfront anymore. And the reason was that the lift occupied pretty much most of my waterfront in the central area. Of course, we still have a Boston Whaler on a Jet Dock system that we've owned for several years. But the problem was that we had nowhere to put the cigarette when we weren't on the lift. So the guys at Jet Dock helped me remanage and redesign my waterfront, and we added extra cubes, moved things around, and what we have now here is really essentially a perfect working dock. So let's show you guys what we did here with this Jet Dock. So here's where we got started. We had a Boston Whaler, 17 Whaler for the kids, and it was on a Jet Dock, a drive-on dock platform, but it was at the other end of the property. And the problem was that it cut off the easy access to and from the boat lift. So I had to come in on a really severe angle to get the cigarette onto the boat lift. So we decided to move it from that location and move it down here. But then the other issue was, where does anybody dock when they come to visit? You know, there really wasn't a lot of dock left here. When the boat's on the lift, I've only got about 10 feet of dock here. And on the other side, I only had about maybe 35 feet of dock. So what we did was we built onto this platform. We wrapped the dock around to the outside, and basically it's a permit-free dock because we're not blocking waterways, we're not obstructing traffic. And Jet Dock did their homework for me, and they checked off all the boxes. So let me show you what we added on here. And we got a 5-foot wide walking platform that goes entirely around the boat lift. We're here on the outside dock, which, you know, as you can see, is got direct access to the canal. We've added a lot of features here to the dock. We've added fixed fenders. We put a fendering system. We put plastic cleats. We even found some cheap lights at Lowe's, like $5 solar-powered lawn lights, you know, accent lights. And we dropped them right into the cleat holes on the dock. But what we have here now is a 5-foot wide floating dock that's very stable. It's attached here. It's attached here to this 3-inch PVC rail, and it slides up and down, so it actually goes with the tide. We've got about a 3.5-foot tide here in Pompano, so it slides up and down. It gives me easy access to work on my lift, service my lift. If I have to grease the bearings or grease any of the cables or any of the work on the lift we have to do, we have easy access now. And of course, we've got a guest dock for our friends, and as I'm about to show you, when we're using the cigarette and we want to leave it in the water for the weekend, we don't want to have to keep putting it back and forth on the lift. We want to be able to tie it up right here. So if you take a look at this Jet Dock platform and you say, well, Stu, you left a couple of cubes out of the mix here. Somebody's going to fall in. Well, this is part of the Jet Dock system. This is part of their drive-on system. This section of dock here they're smaller, more narrow cubes, not as thick actually, and they have less buoyancy, so they actually flex more. You need to have that with this drive-on system. So when this Boston Whaler drives up on the dock, this dock has to flex in order to allow the boat to slide up on its rails. So that's a system that Jet Dock designed. I think they've done a great job. My kids learned how to do it right away. It was easy for them to learn how to put the boat on the lift and back up. They can do it by themselves if they go out boating. So that's what I really love about the Jet Dock. And the other thing is really just being able to, you know, build your own dock. It's almost like an erector set. You can sit down, map it out, and build it on a grid, and you can really just put together the exact docking configuration that you want to have. Now, the other thing I wanted to show you is that Jet Dock goes together quite easily. These cubes are square in size. They're 20 inches across each way, and they've got little holes on each corner. And the hardware is like a plastic bolting system that brings it all together. These are the caps that's sealed on. So, you know, the homeowner doesn't need to have any of these tools. The guys at Jet Dock have a crew. They come in and they install everything for you. But you can see how rugged these things are. They literally are indestructible. And I've had this system now for about 12 years, and all I've done is just keep adding on to it. So we've continued to use the same cubes that we had 12 years ago. And the reason I chose the beige cubes is because we're in Florida here, and the black ones are just too hot. You can walk barefoot on these things on a 90-degree day in the hot sun. You can walk barefoot across it all day long. So if you are going to buy a jet dock system in Florida, you want to make sure to get the beige cubes. Okay, so this is some of the leftover structure from the original jet dock system that's at the north end of my property. You can see how they installed it into this little nook of the dock, and we're basically making use of a corner here that you couldn't do anything with it. So we were able to put the jet dock in here, and it extended out about maybe 18 to 20 feet, and it was just the right size for the Boston Whaler. But we did have an additional drive-on rail on the opposite side. It was for a jet ski or small watercraft. So we decided to keep that. The rail isn't actually installed right now, but we have enough dock here that we can put all of our other water toys, like the kayak and the paddle boards. We still have a crank winch. We still have a winch there that we can use. If we have a heavy jet ski that we want to bring up on the dock, we can do it with that crank. If anybody wants to build like a really cool waterfront and have it really a working waterfront where you can use it for so many things, this is the way to go, because I can just keep changing this for years to come. I can add on to it, and I can configure it the way I want to, depending on what kind of boat I have. And I want to thank the guys at Jet Dock Systems for helping me out. The installation team here from Fort Lauderdale did a fantastic job. Byron Jacobs, though, he spent a lot of time with me. He's the head sales guy up there in Ohio, Cleveland, Ohio, where the company is based. And I knew the owners from a long time ago, Dave Faber and Alan. They used to hang out at the boat shows a lot. But they hooked me up with Byron Jacobs, and he sat down with me, and he figured everything out on paper. I've never met the guy, but I've been on the phone with him a lot, and he emails me back, and he came up with these configurations that were just ideal. He knew exactly what I wanted when I showed him. I hand sketched it. He gave me back a drawing that really, it was exactly what I wanted. He gave me a quote that I could live with. I ended up buying more product than I thought I would, because once we got going, I just got so excited about the project and I wanted to see it finished. So we bought some extra cubes and we made it exactly the way we wanted. So thanks to the gang at Jet Dock Systems for your amazing product line and for really working with me as a homeowner to get me the ultimate dock here in Pompano Beach, Florida. Thanks, guys.